Well, hello and welcome. In today's video, I'm planning to do three things. Firstly, a lot of people have been asking about the equipment I use to make these videos. So I'm going to make this video. I'm just using my iPhone, a £49 clip-on mic, and a £49 tripod. That's all I'm using. So we'll see what results we get with that. Secondly, on my last video last week, I came over looking for an old windmill in Merthyr Mawr with no success. I've gone back, looked at the coordinates. I think I know where it is. Hopefully there will be something there and not just a sandy mound or something like that. So that's the second thing I intend to do today. And thirdly, I know it's a grim period and a lot of you can't travel. Luckily, this is within walking distance of my house. So I'm just going to show you the beauty of Merthyr Mawr. And if you're watching from the future and you can visit, then get in the car and come down. So let's get started. Let's go. So I'm just heading over the Merthyr Mawr dunes. On the way, I think there's an old medieval wall, which I'm going to have a quick look at. Like I said before, last week I had no success. All I found were grassy mounds. So hopefully this week I'll actually find something. So on the way to the windmill, I've come across this building, well, the remains of a building. Unfortunately, like last week, there's no evidence. You can't see the walls. They're under a grassy mound. But don't give up. I've had it from a good source that the windmill over in Merthyr Mawr, although it's difficult to find, there are visible remains to be seen. So fingers crossed. Well, anyway, this is a medieval building. And that's one of the outer walls there. It's got great views overlooking out towards Ogmore. And they also found in excavations the remains of a midden. That's like a domestic waste site. They found pottery as well as a lot of limpet shells from the beach. So anyway, don't give up. We are going to find something in this video, I'm sure of it. But we've got these great views. So stay around just for those. So as you can see, it's getting a bit wet. The GPS, have a look at the map. It says the windmill is in that. So that's where I'm heading, into those bushes there. So it looks like somebody has cut a path through the woods, which is promising. And yes, there it is. A circular building. That must be the windmill. Just give the screen a little wipe first. Pretty wet. Well, I found it. I can't believe I found the remains of the Merthyr Mawr windmill. I've been looking for this for months. It's actually about 20 foot from the coordinates I had. I'll put in my coordinates off my phone to see if they're any different. And it looks like somebody's recently cut a path through the bushes. Maybe that's why I couldn't find it. It was just overgrown. Well, the windmill, it's late medieval. It's about 5 meters in diameter and the remains are about 4 meters high. It was buried in the 1600s and only emerged in 1823. So let's go and take a look around. before I do, I'm going to go over after this to do some nice shots of the dunes, weather depending. And this place is only about 150 foot from the top of the main dune, the Big Dipper. But you would never have thought it was here. Amazing. I've actually found a place. It's not just a grassy mound, it's a built like stones. So now I'm at the top of the largest dune in Merthyr Mawr, known as the Big Dipper. It's actually the largest in Wales. And as kids we used to play here on sand sledges. And the local running club, under normal conditions, normal years, they have a race here called the Christmas Pudding Race. And the start of the race is at the bottom of that slope. And I think they have a separate award for the first person to run up it. So if you want to try that, look up the Christmas Pudding Race. In the trees over there, you may be able to make out, although it's a bit hazy with the rain, the top of Candleston Castle, which I've done a few videos on. And people don't believe me when I say this, but look it up. And I've done a video on it already. The classic David Lean film, Lawrence of Arabia, certain scenes were actually filmed on these sand dunes. So I'll link that below as well. So let's go and take a look round. I'm already wet, may as well get wetter. So that was my walk across Merthyr Mawr Dunes, and yes, I finally found that elusive windmill hidden in the bushes. We don't just do local walks, even though at the moment that's what we specialise in because we can't actually go anywhere, but we also do road trips around the world. And if you haven't seen it, check out our favourite drive. We did the whole of Route 66 back in 2019. Have a look in the playlist. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed and you experienced Merthyr Mawr from the comfort of your warm lounge in front of the fire. And I suffered for my art for you in the rain. But anyway, seriously, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch up with you in one of our other videos coming up next. So, bye. Bye.